So, you're looking to really level up your career in AI, right? You've definitely heard about NVIDIA certifications. But let's be real, with all the different options out there, it can get super confusing trying to figure out where to even start. Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a crystal clear roadmap to getting certified. All right, let's just jump right in with a number that should grab your attention. $315,000. That is the median salary for a data scientist who has NVIDIA-level skills. It's a pretty powerful reminder that mastering this stuff isn't just about learning cool tech. It's about unlocking some serious, life-changing career value. And honestly, the timing couldn't be better. That initial hype around generative AI is starting to settle down. Now companies are desperate for people who can actually build and deploy these systems. This is where getting certified stops being a nice-to-have and becomes your secret weapon in a really competitive job market. Okay, here's our game plan. We're going to cover why these certifications are such a big deal, help you figure out your perfect starting level and specialization, lay out a prep plan that won't break the bank, and finally, show you the absolute smartest way to pass. First up, why should you even bother with an NVIDIA certification in the first place? Let's talk about what this really means for your career. So, the demand for pros who can handle NVIDIA-powered platforms isn't just growing, it is absolutely exploding. We're talking about a data science market that's going to hit over $320 billion by 2026, with job growth for data scientists jumping a massive 35%. The key takeaway here is this. An NVIDIA certification isn't just a piece of paper. It's a stamp of approval that recruiters all over the world recognize, and it's your ticket to getting those high-demand jobs. All right, so you're on board. But where in the world do you actually begin? Your first big decision is figuring out the right starting level for you. This table right here lays out your two main paths perfectly. On one side, you have the NCA, or the associate level. Think of this as your entry point. It's perfect for students, beginners, or anyone switching careers. It focuses on the basics, and it's a multiple-choice exam. Then you've got the NCP, the professional level. This is for folks who already have a couple of years of experience. It gets deep into scalable infrastructure and tests you with hands-on practical simulations. Just take a second and see which column sounds more like you. So once you've picked your level, it's time to get specific and choose a specialization. Next up, we're going to map out a career path that lines up with your actual goals. I love this chart. Seriously, think of it as your personal career GPS. It shows you exactly how one certification leads to the next, and ultimately to a specific job. You want to be a prompt engineer? Start with the NCA in generative AI. Already an IT admin looking to make a move? The NCA for AI infrastructure leads you straight to those pro-level certs. It's all laid out for you. At the associate level, you basically have three main flavors to choose from. GNL is all about large language models, so think transformers and prompt engineering. GMM is for multimodal AI, which is super cool. That's where you're working with images, audio, and text. And then there's AIO, which is for the infrastructure heroes covering the fundamentals of CUDA, containers, and monitoring those GPUs. Now, when you get to the professional level, things get even more specialized. You've got accelerated data science with Rapids. You've got enterprise-level AI infrastructure, high-performance AI networking with stuff like InfiniBand, and even 3D pipelines with OpenUSD and Omniverse. This is where you really get to prove you're a master in one specific high-value area. So what's actually on these exams? Well, let's use the Accelerated Data Science Cert as an example. You can see the whole breakdown here. Yeah, machine learning is the biggest slice of the pie at 29%, but look closer. MLOps, data manipulation, and data prep, together, that's over half the exam. That tells you everything you need to know. It's not just about knowing the algorithms, it's about mastering the entire end-to-end workflow. Okay, so you've picked your target certification. Now for the really practical part. How do you prepare for this thing without spending a ton of money? That brings us to our budget-friendly prep plan. And here is some really great news. Getting that crucial hands-on practice is easier and cheaper than ever. In fact, it's often free. NVIDIA's own DLI and Launchpad platforms have labs that cost you $0. And with student credits on public clouds, you can keep your costs super, super low. The days of needing a crazy expensive GPU setup at home are pretty much over. So here it is, your 5-step action plan. Step 1, start with all the amazing free resources from NVIDIA, YouTube, you name it. Step 2, get your hands dirty in free cloud labs like Google Colab. 3, If you really want a home setup, you can get it done with a used GPU for under $500. The key here is to mix and match all these resources, and this is a big one, lean on the community for help. So you have the knowledge, you've got the practice plan, but how do you tie it all together? Our last section is all about the smartest, most efficient way to prep so you can walk in there and pass on your very first try. And that really is the big question, isn't it? How do you take all this information and practice and turn it into a guaranteed pass? How do you study effectively and walk into that exam feeling totally prepared? Well, the answer is to study smarter, not just harder. We're talking about using modern AI-driven study tools. So instead of just throwing a bunch of practice questions at you, platforms like FlashGenius actually create a personalized learning path just for you. It takes out all the guesswork and tells you exactly what you need to study and when. Now, the real game changer is the intelligent feedback loop. You get to take timed simulations that feel just like the real exam, which is awesome for building confidence. But then, its AI-powered smart review doesn't just tell you what you got wrong, it explains why you got it wrong, turning every single mistake into a huge learning opportunity. And you know what? It actually makes the information stick. I mean, let's be honest, just reading a textbook can be a total drag. Instead, you're engaging with things like interactive flashcards and learning games that are literally designed to boost your memory and make studying feel way less like a chore. So when you put it all side by side like this, the difference is just night and day, right? Traditional tools give you a library of practice tests, but a modern AI-powered platform like FlashGenius gives you a guided path, truly intelligent feedback, and engaging tools that are all designed for deeper learning and, let's face it, much higher pass rates. So there you have it. You've got the map to navigate the entire NVIDIA certification world, you've got a plan to prepare without breaking the bank, and you've got the tools to study way smarter. The only question left is, what's your certification path going to be?